So there's been some word going around that the Plankton movie is apparently very, very good. And I was very skeptical because, one, it is just a basic fact that modern SpongeBob is not as good as classic SpongeBob. And two, after the unbelievably big flop and disaster that was the Sandy Cheeks movie, I was under the impression that everyone was saying this film is really good because of how bad the Sandy Cheeks movie was. However, when I sat down to watch the Plankton movie, I was very surprised to find that, well, they were right, but the film is also really, really, really good. Yes, I know that sounds impossible to believe, but actually hear me out on this. The plot is very generic, but I would argue that's one of the film's greatest strengths. The animation surprisingly shines in certain areas throughout the entirety of this film. The film actually feels like a film that you can watch and not lose brain cells, even though it's modern SpongeBob. It's surprisingly funny, and by that I mean the humor feels like something out of the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob.
My mind is processing complex equations, and I can see infinity.
It has a very good story, really good message, explores the characters that it shows us far more than it should, which is all the more amazing, and the songs in it are really good. Oh, yeah, this is a musical, apparently. Now, when we look at all of that, I think it's fair to say that this film is pretty good. In fact, scratch that, I'd say it's very good. But if you're still asking yourself why, allow me to elaborate. So after 25 years of doing the same old thing with trying to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula, Karen has had enough, snaps at Plankton, breaks up with him, and then literally creates a kaiju-sized robot out of Bikini Bottom in order to take over the world. And now with SpongeBob helping him, Plankton must find a way to get back to Karen and tell her he loves her. Now I know on the surface, see what I did there? This seems like a very generic film, especially for SpongeBob, but that's kind of one of the biggest strengths with this film. It doesn't decide to take itself seriously or do something random and stupid like it did with the Sandy Cheeks film, but rather embrace itself for the classic SpongeBob premise and film that it is, and do something really, really great with it. Which is good, because that's what a film should actually be about. I really like what the film does with both Plankton and every single character he's forced to be around. This film actually does something with Plankton and gives him a character arc to overcome. And despite the fact that he's not supposed to do that because he's a one-sided character, it works unbelievably well. Ever since the beginning, Plankton has always been a flat character, and what that means is he was never supposed to change or develop. But because of this film, he goes through an arc where he learns to truly appreciate his computer wife. And as such, they become stronger in their relationship and their love for one another. And it's just done really, really well. Again, this is modern SpongeBob. Why is it so good? Oh yeah, Mr. Lawrence wrote this thing. Yeah, for those who don't know, Mr. Lawrence is not only the voice of Plankton, he's also the guy who wrote half of the episodes in Season 2 and Season 3. You know, all the ones that every fan will agree are some of the best in the series. And he's also the only writer from the original SpongeBob team of writers that's still working on SpongeBob to this day. Yeah, perhaps that's why this film is not only so good, but it also feels like classic SpongeBob. Plus, who else is more qualified to write about Plankton than the actual voice actor and writer of Plankton?
Wow, Plankton, I remember these inventions. They're from all your old attempts to steal the Krabby Patty formula. So this would be kind of your basement of failures, huh?
What? Do these look like failures to you? Now leave me alone!
And speaking of writing, I think that's one of the many areas in which this film shines the most. In addition to having really good character arcs with really good payoffs, the film not only has some really well-written songs, the humor in this is extremely well done because, like I said before, not only does it feel like it's straight out of the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob, but it also helps set up things for later in the film. Plus, the jokes are just genuinely funny rather than forceful laughter funny. I think my favorite part of this film, though, is just the fact that it feels like classic SpongeBob. In a time when modern SpongeBob just keeps having miss after miss,
After miss! After miss!
it is a miracle that we got a film as good as this at all. I don't know what I can continue to say without just repeating what I've already said, so I'll just say this. If we can continue making modern SpongeBob, but like this, then I think all of SpongeBob's problems would be solved. Okay, well, maybe not all of them, but a large majority of the problems will be solved. That'll be it. So, is the Plankton movie as good as they say? Yes. Do I forever believe that this will hopefully change modern SpongeBob? Yes. Keep in mind I said hopefully. So if you have some time, go on Netflix and go watch the Plankton movie. This hopefully will be a step in the right direction for the future of SpongeBob. Until next time, I've been That One Movie Guy, and thank you all once again for watching this video. Good day.